Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from Consensus in Austin, Texas. Consensus is the world's largest and longest running Web3 crypto and blockchain community conference. Joining me to kick off coverage, we have Siddharth Lalwani. He's the co-founder and CEO of Skate. We're here to discuss unifying dApp development across change. Siddharth, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Super happy to be here.
All right, you got it. Give us a high-level overview of Skate. Where do you fit within the ecosystem?
Yeah, so our vision is like what we're trying to build is that you're going to have thousands of chains in the future. So we're building infra where you can run all these apps with like single application state across all these chains. So sort of to explain that on a high level, like similar to internet, like initially used to have only a few websites out there, but then you're going to have thousands of websites. So you need a lot better internet tooling and infra and everything. So similarly, blockchain is going to have a similar moment. You're going to have thousands of chains in the future. We're just making it ready for that.
So how do you aim to unify dApp development across chains? Is it because interoperability has been improving? How are you working to unify this?
Yeah, so right now, like when you look at Web3, I think the key ethos of Web3 is decentralizations, but it sometimes also brings like a trade-off that you have a certain, like I would say, asynchronity, like say, if I want to send a message from one particular blockchain to another, there would be a certain delay on that side. So due to that, like what right now happens is like all the apps are not designed to run on all these like multiple chains. So you're going to have thousands of chains. In the current model, how it works is like each application on a particular chain is like completely siloed. It has no interactions with those on the other chain. So where we are trying to reinvent the wheel is basically have interoperability at the application level. So this can be enabler for like complete chain abstraction. Like user wouldn't even know like which chain they're interacting with, and all these apps on all these different chains would have a single application state.
So when you're looking to create an omni-chain strategy, you're using EigenLayer, is that how it's pronounced? EigenLayer?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about the recent launch and how are you using its product suite to create this omni-chain strategy?
Yeah. So EigenLayer is like a very good way for sort of you to bootstrap more economic trust. So that makes like the attack vectors, like say if someone wants to attack it, you need a higher capital cost for that. So EigenLayer is just a very good way to bootstrap that. We are just going to use that for sort of having a pre-confirmation layer in our ecosystem. So using Dudu only because of that, we are able to enable interop at the application level. So yeah, right now we are basically in a testnet stage. Over the next few weeks, we are going to be stress testing the systems, try to have like very high throughput stress testing and see how it works. And then once these things get more and more robust, we'll go with our mainnet launch.
Well, let's talk about the current state of the ecosystem. Do you think that it's getting oversaturated at this point?
I would say it's very inefficient. I would say, like especially on the EVM side. Like what happens on the Ethereum side of development is that you have all these different chains coming up. In the future, there would be even more. But right now, all of these apps are just forks. Basically, like whatever theme worked on Ethereum, people are just forking them on a new Ethereum-based chain. So due to that, like I think 90% of the current applications was forked by a particular survey. So that's the cycle that we are trying to change. Like once you basically have a model where I can basically stream EVM apps and have a single unified state, then if like say as a project, if I'm making a game, I want to launch a customized blockchain for that. Currently I have to spend a lot of development resources in terms of first building these basic Legos. Like everyone would need a DEX, everyone would need like say NFT trading marketplace and all that. But all of these different chains have to build the whole ecosystem themselves. What our vision is basically once we are ready, we can enable all these apps to basically not start from zero. As a game, you can just have all these basic Legos streamed to you through our infrastructure, and then you can focus on innovating at your game set.
All right, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me from Consensus. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.